do they do?
This game was 14-6 not that long ago. This one got real squirrely real quick. This is the kind of thing that only happens on an equinox when you can balance an egg. You can balance a. Remember that thing that went around? Like people were saying you can balance a broom on its bristles only today, and people were doing that. And turns out you can do that every day of the year. There's nothing special.
There's nothing special.
There's literally like the Earth isn't in some weird balance. The magnetic poles
also
are not different.
like
It's just that the days and the nights are the same distance or length.
has almost no connection to equinox.
What?
Like, why are all four sports being played at the same time? Why is that an equinox?
I don't
like, does that make any sense to you?
No, Drew, because it means equal. Like the day and the night are equal. All four sports are equal in the sports god's eyes today. Just go with it, dude.
Okay.
And really, truthfully, too, the play calling for the Saints has been really good. Like some of those third down plays where it's just like the little leak out for
they're
the
trying
running
to save their damn season.
Some of these some of these little passes to the running back have been great.
Andy Dalton has other designs.
Yeah, but man, if you're gonna throw multiple pick sixes in like a 4-minute period, it makes it a lot harder.
I mean, we could have gone with an opinion at the 2-minute warning that's very different than the opinion now. Like the game entirely changed in the 2-minute warning with 2 pick sixes. I will say this. I have very little interest in betting the second half of this game because all of my action...
We might have to put it on the chat.
All of my action is on the over, and I just need a safety to get that home. What are the chances that we have a 0-0 second half? It's pretty low, right?
It's pretty well. So my other point was, all right, the Saints, because I'm watching this game in the first half. I'm watching kind of, feeling these teams out because we both went into this game saying like, it's a lot of uncertainty. And that I got to looking at it.
It was all about the quarterback with the Saints, though. As soon as we got word that it was Dalton this morning, it was like, let's go. Let's fucking over. Let's do it.
Yeah, the Saints offense really was humming. The play calling was good. And on the other side, the Saints defense was really, really having trouble tackling. Like every time I tried to hit a live over, it was just on the wrong part of a number. It's like, God damn it. I'm so mad. Like some of the live over numbers that I almost bet have hit because of those pick sixes. God damn it.
I know, right? I mean the live over, we were joking but not really that this was live over fire away. The pick in the end zone was sort of the perfect entry time because like the weird thing about this game is that as you're watching it and you see these teams just moving it up and down the field aggressively, it wasn't even like some games where the time is getting wiped off the clock in these drives. Like the first drive, it was like, 2 minutes have expired. The second drive is like another 2 minutes have expired. Third, fourth, they were just bam, bam, bam. And it's like, oh shit. The pace of this game in terms, yards per second was like exceptionally fast, exceptionally high. And this is a good live over game. I have a lot of positions that are all going to cash. I don't need to really get more involved here. I don't think New Orleans comes back in this one. Arizona, they saved their season. The Saints look dead and buried after this. And it's a shame because the Saints really came into that first half, especially their defense, with some serious intensity. They were playing well.
Yeah, it's a shame that a game just gets, because I mean the second one was pretty bad. Like he just sailed it. But I mean the first one was a really good pass. It was a little high. It came up to the face mask, but I mean that's on the receiver. He let him hit it in the face, and it bounced up. The second one, Dalton was kind of getting hit, but it doesn't matter if it's a bounce up lucky pick. You get 2 pick sixes, you're fucking done. Like you're not going to win.
The first one was Callaway's fault. The second one was Dalton's fault. I don't know what else to tell you. Both of them, like getting a pick and turning it into 6 points is rare. The fact that they did it twice in the span of a minute is impossibly rare, but it happened. And now here we are, 28-14. Cardinals ultimately look to put this away with a very boring game plan in the second half. I would expect that Cardinals team total under might be a look.
I was gonna say I'm gonna pull up.
You think they finish with 28 points here? This has like 28-17 final kind of vibe. Like I might not watch a minute of the second half, but at least you know what? At least I can go and flip on the Lakers. You know, I can go watch some Lakers. That's pretty. That's huge. So I got that going for me. I don't know, man. I mean,
I'm gonna pull up player props.
Under. I think we go under. This is not going to continue to be a freaking pilot on. I don't think. I think the Cardinals. I guess here's some more positive stuff about the Cardinals. Murray and Hopkins. They got the chemistry going, bubbling again. This is going to be a thing for the next couple weeks. Are you
sure on an under? I mean, the Saints, despite those picks, the Saints have 250 yards in the first half. The offense is moving, and now they have to go in.
Big plays, though.
I know, but it's still like the Cardinals secondary is. Do you think they're just going to get better at halftime?
Well, I think the Saints are going to. I think the decision, the quarterback, whoever the quarterback is, whether it's Taysom Hill or Andy Dalton, is going to be more conservative. Like you make one more mistake, you're never starting again. You know, like that's the kind of area you're in right now. If you're Andy, I don't know. Don't you feel like this is you tacking to conservatism? I do not remember a situation where Andy Dalton was down big and it was his fault, and he came out of his halftime and was like, "Okay, I'm bringing this back, boys." It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, I really don't think that there's. What slows the Saints offense down besides picks? And if there's picks, if you want
to bet something positive, if you want to bet the Saints -0.5, I won't stop us, but I'm not having any part of any over, no way, no how. Not now.
No, I'm not saying you have to take the over, but I don't think I can stomach it under the way the Saints offense has been moving. And is it going to be Jameis? He dressed and was ready to play. You wouldn't want to put Taysom Hill back there. It takes him out of a position where he can, catch the ball.
I don't understand anything about the Saints, so nothing would surprise me. But they should target Kevin White more.
That was a fun play. Yeah, the same thing. Brinson said that he had no idea who that was. He's like, "Who's this White?
Who's White? 17 White?
God, this is Kevin White. He got drafted like 7 years ago."
And it's not only was that a surprise that he's dressed and he's contributing, but Blankenship. We got a Blankenship sighting, Andy.
Yeah,
Blankenship hit a 50-yard field goal and then missed an extra point. Like, talk about the full Blankenship experience.
The weirdest theme from this whole season has been how many kickers have gotten injured. Like every year, there's a couple kickers,
new rosters and recycled.
There's been like a dozen kickers that have had an injury. We had another one last week. We had he's out for 2 to 4.
Hopkins,
absolute hero
for the Chargers. We didn't even bring that up in why to bet the under in the Seahawks, but Hopkins will be out.
I don't care for this game. I don't want
to. I don't care for you.
Well, no, I don't want to get involved. I think the numbers are pretty sharp, but for the official play, we will put a little bit on the Saints second half. The offense is fine.
Okay.
They outgained him 256 to 183. 6 drives to 3 is a very unusual stat to see in the first half.
Someone impersonating Will Brinson is in the chat. There's no way Will chose that for his picture. Maybe he did.
If it truly is him, you just really shit on him. He wouldn't pick that horrible picture of himself.
I think Will's picked it for comedy's sake. I love it. I think all of our live overs are in really good shape if Will is listening. And I think the Saints get
God, F you, Drew.
I think Cardinals get the ball first. If you see conservative Cliff, that's what I would expect. 3 and out, punt. Saints go score some points, and then at that point, you can turn off the game.
I guess I'll change my YouTube profile pic. Yeah, he didn't. It's probably assigned to him by NBC, CBS, whatever.
Oh, basically, come on. Will knows.
We should change the secret chat with the Wills. We should change it from Will Newman to Will Brinson because this is a pretty bad picture. All right. Yeah. And then the numbers all over the place. I got -1.5, -16. And that is not the most exciting bet I'm going to make this week.
Okay. All right.
How about this Bucks Phillies game? I thought this was the third quarter score. Apparently, this game is over.
It's over. Is it over, or is it this final?
Yeah, possession? I think Sixers lost. Sixers winless.
89-88. It's over. Oof.
Canadian Capper says Traquan over 14.5 yards, boys with a Z, in all exclamation points and capitals. Book it, he says.
Brooke Lopez
and he looked for the Lakers game.
Brooke, I played the over. I make it 228 if you're curious. Although I gotta tell you, I'm gonna have a scary amount of money on the over in the which game tomorrow? You gotta guess.
It didn't change. Well, let me take a look. Let me take a look at our NBA schedule for tomorrow. You're talking NBA, I'm assuming. Oh my God, there's a lot of games.
Brooke Lopez getting an offensive rebound on his own missed free throw and then throwing the ball up in order to end the game is something. Good job by the Bucks.
Well, is the Denver Golden State number high enough?
It's 229. Probably not, actually. That's not the one that really sinks to me.
Phoenix, Portland. Mm-mm. That feels like there's too much of a blowout opportunity there.
There we go. That's the Will Brinson I know and love.
There,
nice.
I guess it really is Brinson.
Yeah. No, it's the Celtics Heat. The Heat defense has not been correctly adjusted down by market. The Celtics offense has not been correctly adjusted up by market. And the Celtics, realistically, we're talking 120, 125 points in this game. Their team total in the 109.5 range. Man, realistically, this is one of the bigger edges I'm going to see for all of 2022 NBA. At least, this until we get into later in the season when fatigue really starts to matter. Celtics over, team total over, all of them going to be balls deep tomorrow. So
we got Brinson to change his profile picture. That was like a power move enough for me all day.
I think that was a good call by us. I think he was riding on
John Concher. I played him in DFS. He was incredibly good for my DFS lineups. I didn't play any tonight. I don't and maybe someone who plays NBA DFS can dispute this because maybe I don't actually have proof, but I feel like in these 2-game slates, even for cash games,
I'll remind you.
You got to be like perfect. You still have to have like a perfect lineup. So I had a bad taste in my mouth from opening night. We're not playing 2-game slates. I'm glad I'm not sweating DFS, not sweating much anything. Going to watch the baseball.
Although Will too faded the first game, and that looks pretty good right now with a 90-88 final score. Andy, would you be surprised to know no team scored under 100 points? Even the Spurs
yesterday.
No team scored under 100 points at any game so far this season until tonight, when both teams scored almost under 90. This was a wild outlier to the under.
Grudge match.
I will point out ultimately that I think the overs are very live in the early portion of the season based on the rule change. It's not like this isn't even close to as strong an angle as we had last year with unders in the first quartet of the season, but this is pretty damn strong, I think. And I'm going to look for specific opportunities because as the offenses start to click and the offensive efficiency ticks up a little bit, considering the pace that we're seeing right now, you're going to see totals, I think, tick up from average 223 to maybe 226-ish. So there's going to be a little 3-point shift here as there's a market correction on what baseline ought to be for these teams. So I'm going to play away on some overs when the opportunity strikes, which includes tonight between the Clippers and the Lakers. You know why the over is live between the Clippers and the Lakers, Andy?
Because of the defense that they're going to put out versus Kawhi when he gets his 20 minutes.
That, but also
he just scores 50.
The Lakers defense in general. Yeah. The Clippers can shoot. Clippers have depth. It is going to be just absolutely one-way traffic whenever the bench is on the floor for the Clippers. And then if this game is out of hand, like the Lakers Warriors game was out of hand, you did not see the Lakers pack it in and just run out the clock. They all went for garbage time stats and they stopped playing defense. And that was just an absolute flurry of points in the second half. And if the third quarter breaks the way that game did, which is not entirely impossible considering you have a good team playing the trash ass Lakers, then I think, 120 points in the second half is live. This is going to be I think this is going to be a hot mess.
Did a bunch you play the Lakers over? It just ticked up a half point at Chris.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, I went from 26 to 26 and the hook.
Oh wow, 26 and
somebody.
I'm not going to rub it in, but I have a substantially better number in pocket.
24 and a half.
Yeah, 24. I got
flat 24.
Chris. Yeah.
J Rod says he live bet Sakari. Daniel Collins is dead to him. I haven't made much sense of that.
Daniel Collins is a tough handicap.
Guadalajara's been a goofy tournament.
Daniel Collins, when she is on, there may be no more fun player besides Iga to be cheering for when she's on, because like her spirit and her getting the crowd engaged and her like she responds to every single point the way you do if you're betting her, right? Like you love it when she's on. But when she's not on, she tends to really suck it up. So it's really feast or famine with Danielle Collins.
She was a decent favorite too, like 180 something along that line.
Famous Virginia Cavalier, Danielle Collins. By the way, did you know she was a Cav?
I knew she was an ACC tennis player.
Do you think she was distracted by the Cavaliers college football game tonight? Probably not, right?
No. Like nobody cares about those
games. She's
a
pro.
I think our game's starting here. So, anything else? Shout out Dogma. What did Dogma have? He must have bet something in the college games. I didn't pay attention.
Was it UVA or was it the under in Troy game? That looks like that's golden. What did Dogma have?
I don't remember. Troy. I'm going through the picks chat.
It must be the under.
Troy +3.
Oh, that's still very much in the balance, but. The Troy under was like the play of the fucking century. Jesus Christ. 7-3. Was there weather down there? How in the world? Is there 10 points in that game?
I don't know. I think hurricane season is kind of petering out, right? I don't know where Troy, Alabama is. Is it in Troy, Alabama?
No, it's in South Alabama, which is Mobile.
All right. Well, it's in some part of Alabama. It's the battle for Alabama. No, these defenses are really good. Well, if you have two good defenses, take the dog, I guess. So, Drew, I got to run. I got some shit to do. Let's watch these Saints get your over. All they have to do is get down there, kick a field goal, call it a day.
We got
Arizona.
One, right?
Arizona 3 passes. What? It was a 3 and out on 3 passes. A couple of them were.
I don't know. I don't get them. I don't get what they're doing. I don't get it. Do not get
Brinson making fun of Bezos is going to get you. Troy and Southern Alabama. So
yeah.
All right.
That did have a very TNF vibe to it. Although, Brinson, buckle up.
You're gonna get some good TNF.
You're gonna get a healthy dose of TNF this half of this game. This half of this game is gonna suck. I can almost promise you. I think a long ass lethargic Saints drive that ultimately ends in a field goal puts a stake in the heart.
You know who your leading receiver is in this entire game?
Kevin White.
Kevin fucking White.
Kevin White, of course.
It's 4 a.m. in Amsterdam. White. Well, that food stamp, the party's
food
just
stamp frog.
Started.
You saw the good part of the game. Hopefully, you have an over that's going to cash with us as soon as Will Lutz kicks.
This is wild. Like,
Will Lutz's going to kick a field goal in about 8 minutes of game time, and we're going to be good to go.
Do you want the ultimate, the yellow line is not official thing? The ball, before he snapped it, was sitting, I don't know,
Clearly
4 inches across the yellow line.
Clearly across it. It's like they've already gotten the first down, but this
I love that. I'm going to rewind that and screenshot that. It made me laugh. So,
all
right, Drew, I do got to run.
All right, man.
I'll catch you guys this weekend.
Andy, happy football. Sports Equinox. The day, what a day, really. I mean, we'll do it again and what? This happens once every 20 years?
It happens like constantly now. I mean, it happens all throughout the MLB playoffs.
We'll do it again Sunday.
Well, no, you should only really celebrate the first one.
Oh, is that how it works?
feel free to make DGen parlays every day if if that's what gets your blood pumping.
If you so please.
If you please. So, all right. With that, guys, hey, hit a thumbs up on the way out. We'll catch you this weekend. Talk some football.
Football.
Brown bag bets tomorrow. We're gonna have Matt on. He's gonna give out some college football picks on the brown bag. I'll have probably some golf. See you then.